What's happening, guys? Jonny Pickleball here, and today on the Around the Post, we're going to be talking about why is everyone and their mother an instructor? And we're also going to have Game Face, Kyle's Rant of the Week, the top play of the week, and of course our awesome epic fail. So let's do it again. Let's go Around the Post. Hey guys, welcome to Around the Post with Jonny Pickleball, Kyle Yates, and Eddie from Eddie and Webby.
If you guys are enjoying the show, please let us know. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on social media. We've got Facebook, Instagram, even Twitter, Around the Post Show.
All right, guys, for our first segment today, we're going to take it to Game Face. And right off the bat, we have Jen Griffin getting the submission, and obviously, it looks like she just got a really good deal on a Groupon.
Yeah, someone just hooked her on a line call. She's about to sock them.
Yeah, it just shows you if you hook her, she's gonna hook you back.
You know, guys, I don't think it's medically advisable to be chewing tobacco during a match.
That's true, but she does look like she just found out that she hit all her steps for the day.
Oh.
As well as maybe she even found out she has to not do any more Gamma camps for the year, and now she's a little upset about it. Either way, thank you, Jen Griffin, for making your submission of Game Face. Remember, guys, if you want to see your Game Face, go ahead and submit it to info@aroundthepostshow.com. That's right. Hopefully we get yours. Or you can send one of your friends. All good either way. All right, we'll be back right after this. Coming to a city near you, the Jonny Pickleball Show. Make sure you follow at Jonny Pickleball Andrews on Facebook. And make sure to follow at Jonny_Pickleball on Instagram. See you soon.
Never miss out on new Around the Post content by subscribing to our YouTube channel. More Around the Post action starting now.
All right, and welcome back. Now it's time to get to what everyone's been wanting to talk about, or at least hear about. And that's going to be, why is everyone and their mother an instructor?
Hey, my mom is an instructor.
Exactly. So when we start to think about this and we start to talk about this, there's 4 different organizations. IPTPA, which International Pickleball Teaching Professional Association, for those that needed to know that. IFP, the International Federation of Pickleball. PCI will count. You're welcome, Mark. And that's going to be Pickleball. What is that again?
Pickleball Coaching International.
Right. And PPR, which is the Pro Pickleball Registry. Okay, so those are the 4 main organizations. But the big question is, why is everyone and their mother an instructor? So real quick though, a little back info, because I want to go ahead and, Kyle, can you go ahead and tell us about the IPTPA a little bit?
Sure. So back in the day, about 5 years ago, some of the top players got together at nationals and decided that we needed to come up with an organization, an association that would kind of set the standard for teaching, because there were a lot of people out there teaching at the time and there was no certification process. So we wanted to make sure that instructors were, knew what they were talking about. The USAPA was a little slow on it, so IPTPA jumped in and we started the first teaching certification program.
Yeah, exactly. And IFP is kind of more new on the scene with the International Federation of Pickleball, concentrating on the international portion, but also having the same kind of, requirements and certification process that they carry on too. So there's a theme that we're seeing, even with PCI and PPR, there are requirements and there are ways for people to go about getting certified, but they have to go through the testing. They have to go through a curriculum, right?
Rigorous processes.
Rigorous process, yes, to become instructors. Now, one thing that we're finding out though, as we go around the country, like we've been around the country many different times, is that everyone seems to be an instructor though. And everyone seems to be certified.
There's a lot of coaches these days.
There are a lot of coaches. So how do you know when you're getting the quality instruction from one person to another?
Well, you would hope that all 4 of those, associations that we mentioned are doing a pretty good job of certifying their instructors and making sure that they learn everything they need to know and teaching properly.
Is there any continuing education put into place at any of these organizations?
The IPTPA, we have annual meetings and instructions where we keep teaching the teachers, and so we keep them up to date on rules and strategy updates and so forth. I'm not sure about the other organizations if they do the same.
Yeah, the IFP I know does have a curriculum and continuing education to make sure that they do that. I'm sure the PPR does as well, as they're linked with USA Pickleball, and as we talked about them very much last week, USA Pickleball, and PCI with Mark Renison. That is what I know. So for that, and you know, as we think about it though, how do you know though when you think of, for an example, I'll just do this. I'll give you an example. Okay, there's a lady who is certified, and she wants to give back to the community. She wants to give back to the community, and so she doesn't charge very much, you know. But you also have somebody who is a professional player who does need to do this as a living, and is charging more, but isn't getting anybody because they're all going to someone who's not a professional player, but still certified, but on a lower level. How do you decide when it's a good thing and when you should step aside from maybe somebody that's trying to do? What do you think, Kyle? I don't know.
That's tough. You know, it's only worth what you're willing to pay for it. And so if you've got someone out there teaching super low price, undercutting some of these other professional instructors, well, you know, you're probably only getting what you're paying for. So if she's only charging so little, I'm sure her instruction's fairly basic. If you're looking for a little more advanced instruction, I would suggest go to a more advanced player. The issue I see is that since anybody and their mom can get certified, it's kind of taking away from that expertise from the higher level players. And I hear the argument sometimes that great players don't necessarily make great coaches, but you know, and great coaches don't have to be great players. But at the same time, you have professionals who do this for a living, and they're charging reasonable prices. But if anybody and their mom is certified and can teach those, you're kind of taken away from the people's livelihoods.
Exactly. So a lot of times the argument can even come into play where it says, well, if I'm a beginner player, am I going to learn so much more from a Kyle Yates or Jonny Pickleball than I would from just a 3.5, 3.0, 4.0 instructor who is certified?
And not necessarily, but you have to trust that the certification means something. We have to make sure that the people who are getting certified, we have to make sure the certification process is actually rigorous enough where they really do learn enough and they know what to teach these players. That was kind of the issue when we founded the IPTPA, was you had pros that maybe played tennis that just started teaching pickleball and weren't really understanding the nuances of pickleball and the strategies and teaching people how to start playing properly. So as long as these certified coaches are teaching the right way to play pickleball and the right strategies and making sure people know what to do and they're not just trying to play tennis on a mini court, then you can get away with it. But they're definitely walking a fine line as far as the pricing goes.
Yeah, and continuing education, and especially understanding that people need to be put through a rigorous process to become certified. I know I've had multiple times and experiences where I've ran into individuals that have told me that, you know, I have been certified and I've never picked up a paddle. And that has happened. And so I ask that all of the organizations that are out there be sure that there is quality control with what you do. Eddie, what do you think, man?
Well, I definitely think that.
All right, thanks, Eddie.
Cool, thanks.
All right, so again, for all of those, IPTPA, PCI, IFP, PPR, make sure that there are quality, quality awareness, quality checks within your organization to be sure that all protocols, procedures are being fulfilled.
Yeah, this isn't Oprah. Not everybody can get certified, okay? You should be qualified to get a certification. The certification should mean something.
And those different levels of certification, whether it be level 1, level 2, level 3, however the levels are broken down, if you are only supposed to be teaching beginners, only teach beginners. Or, Kyle, I'll ask you this. Do you even think that there shouldn't be the levels, even though there probably has to be for, you know, whatever reason, but should there only be maybe everyone has to be this or nothing?
Well, it's tough to teach someone how to hit a nice topspin third shot drop when you can't actually do it yourself. So I think, you know, higher level players probably have a little more experience in those kinds of shots and teaching how to hit certain shots. So me personally, I teach all skill levels. I enjoy teaching higher skill level players more. I can go a little more in depth, but I think levels to it make a lot of sense. I know some lower skill level players who truly enjoy teaching, and they do a lot better job teaching beginner, lower intermediate level players.
So the biggest thing to take away from this tier today, do your homework. Make sure that, you know, that you are going to someone that has been certified or gone through a process. But at the same token, Kyle, I've known a lot of players that are great instructors and they're not certified. But I've also met a lot of people that are bad instructors that are certified. What thoughts?
That's tough.
Bummer. And it is what it is. And so hopefully that'll get corrected. We ask you, all organizations, to step it up and make sure that we are having people that are, going through that process and making sure that they're checked step by step. Awesome, guys. Jonny Pickleball here, Kyle Yates. Eddie, any more thoughts?
Yep, I definitely
Perfect. Thank you, Eddie. And we'll be back right after this.
Does life sometimes cause you extreme heartache or stress? Do you suffer from seasonal allergies or the common cold? Then maybe you should consider Eddie and Webby. Eddie and Webby most likely won't be able to help with any of these symptoms, but Eddie and Webby do provide high-quality pickleball content on YouTube. Rare yet sometimes frequent side effects of tuning into Eddie and Webby may include uncontrollable laughter, severe entertainment, loss of appetite, or a total waste of time. Eddie and Webby may not be right for everybody, but if you like pickleball, Eddie and Webby might be exactly what you're looking for.
Do you want your top pickleball play featured on our show? How about your game face or epic fail? Email it to info@aroundthepostshow.com.
All right, welcome back, guys. And now it's for the time that you've been waiting for. It's going to be our epic fail, really dude moment. Roll it, Eddie. All right, we got Morgan Brown, Kim Bash-Roosh in the black pants and yellow, Morgan in the, well, she's shorter. And, a little rally going on here. Morgan.
Good playing, Morgan, slowing it down. Nice dinking.
little long rally. Oh, don't get off balance.
Oh no, it's just building. The suspense.
It is. Oh, almost off balance again. There she goes. Oh, and Morgan, she went down. The ball actually hit her in the head. For those trying to become brand ambassadors with Team Head, you don't actually have to use your head. And even the referee came over saying, really, dude?
In her defense, it does look pretty windy out there. So it might have been a factor.
That's fantastic, guys. And that's going to be our epic fail, really, dude, play of the week. Remember, info@aroundthepostshow.com if you want to see your epic fail play or really dude moment of you, your friends, or of anybody. Just send it to us there, okay? So now we're going to go right to it, the top play of the week. Eddie, roll it. And this is going to be Axel, sent in by Chip Morgan.
Axel?
Axel's in the yellow. I think he's a young kid. You have Anthony.
His mom must have been a roadie for the Guns N' Roses tour.
There's an ATP.
Double ATP. Let's see the slow-mo. Digs the first one out, protecting the family jewels. Double ATP. Axel, you got to drop back and block that, man. Your partner already blocked one.
Still a sick play, nonetheless. Double ATPs. One guy's excited.
He's just shaking his head. What can you do?
That's perfect. Thank you guys for the submission. And again, info@aroundthepostshow.com if you want to see your top play. All you have to do is submit it. All right, so now we're going to go right into our next segment, which is going to be Kyle's Rant of the Week.
I was one of the founding members of the IPTPA, along with other top pros at the time, and it was our goal to develop a curriculum for teaching pickleball. Because up to that point, there were no standards to coaching. It wasn't priority to USAPA at the time, and nobody else had done it, so it was kind of a free-for-all. There was Pickle Pong Deb and Coach Mo, but no organized guidance of instructors, and we wanted to make sure that new players received good information. We wanted to make sure that people were teaching the right way, which at the time was a general consensus from seasoned veterans of the sport. Nowadays, we have a handful of pickleball teaching certifications and all sorts of independent coaches. I mean, they're a dime a dozen. Sport's growing so much, there are new players every day wanting to take lessons and clinics, and we still need to make sure that those new players receive proper coaching. There are a lot of great coaches out there, but there are also a lot of people out there who are just looking to make a quick buck. You see, as in anything else, I'm sure there are givers and there are takers, and it's not always easy to notice the difference. Givers genuinely love the sport of pickleball, and they truly enjoy teaching. They don't charge much, and they're emotionally invested in the people they meet and the students they teach. The sport's lucky to have so many gracious coaches. My mom's one of them. She teaches Pickleball 101 to beginner players every week for free, and then she charges a reasonable price for lessons. She went through the whole IPTPA process, pays her annual fees, always stays up to date with current rules and strategies, and genuinely just wants to help people improve. And of course, there are the people who look at pickleball as just another way to profit. The people advertising away at camps and lessons, looking to commercialize at every opportunity. Now, there is nothing wrong with running a business. I get that. And as long as the customers are pleased, at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. But it pains me to see people get taken advantage of. I've seen players just throwing money at underqualified coaches and being sorely disappointed. So if you're looking to up your game, a lesson or camp can absolutely help with that. But make sure your instructor is qualified, knowledgeable, and cares about you more than just that Benjamin in your wallet. I'm Kyle Yates, and that's my rant. Thanks for listening.
All right, guys, thanks for watching the show today. And remember, you can like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, watch us on Facebook, or you can even listen on your favorite podcast platform. Be sure to share this video. And actually, Eddie, do you have any more thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely want to be able to.
Perfect. Eddie, thank you so much. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Jonny Pickleball. See ya.